We're going to have some fly stuff coming up next. As you know, many of you, you've got to have relationships, and folks have to really support you and believe in your mission in order to make a lot of the great things that we do happen. And we're blessed as an organization. We really appreciate and covet those relationships. And so we are going to recognize and honor right now the 2025 ABC Corporate Partner of the Year, Prudential. Round of applause, please. And so I actually have two very important people in our relationship with Prudential are here, and I'm so grateful that they were able to be here, to be present for what we're about to do. So I'm going to shout at the voice and see what he's got in store for you, because I'm done.
Corporate partners assist the ABC by sponsoring many initiatives and events throughout the year. Their understanding of community needs and their commitment to work hand in hand with smaller, emerging businesses lead to long-term and measurable impact. To recognize the ABC Corporate Partner of the Year, along with ABC President Melvin Coleman, here's the ABC Women's League Chair, Michelle Glover.
Hey, where is she? Where is she?
Thank you.
And accepting on behalf of Prudential is financial professional emerita, Ms. Mary Green.
And joining Mary approaching the stage is the man that signs the checks. So we're very, very happy to have Rob Gainier. But no, we're just really grateful to say we have a relationship. And Michelle works closely with Mary, so I'm going to turn it over to my sister for a minute.
Okay, you know, I don't know how to act because I have the mic. So do you want us to do a fireside chat now, or you want us to do it later?
Well, we're going to present her with the award.
Okay.
And then you two are going to sit down.
Got it.
Robert.
Okay. Well, first, let me just say what I have truly enjoyed about Prudential, and we'll talk more about this in our fireside chat, is that they really walk the talk when it comes to supporting Black businesses. Some corporate partners, they write a check and they run away. But what Prudential has said is we're going to support you every step of the way. And so it is truly an honor that we have been able to work with you all this year, and Mary and Rob, you all, I mean, even, you know, the Women's League, Cocktails on the Chorus, Rob was there supporting this. But Mary is always saying, what do you need? How can I help? And that's what relationships matter to us. And so it is truly well-deserved for Prudential, and we look forward to more of this relationship with you all. Okay, so Mary, I know last week we rescheduled this event because of Frostbite Friday and the snow. Now, you were a Chicago girl, so I know you were laughing at us like, what are they doing? So, but just, you know, a lot of people, they see your face, but they don't know who you are and kind of how you got into this space. So tell us a little bit about you so that people can know who is the amazing Mary Green.
Well, thank you, Michelle, for all of those kind words. And also I want to thank Melvin also for the relationship that we enjoy as being a sponsor of the Chamber. And I also want to thank Rob. Rob is also new here from Kentucky. He's our firm managing director. And he has really, really been supportive of the relationships that we've been able to cultivate here in the Atlanta community. And so I want to thank you, Rob, personally, so that everybody knows, yes, you sign those checks, but you also make things happen behind the scenes through the corporate as well. So we really appreciate that. And so I have been in this business this is my 17th year for being in the financial services industry. And I also want to introduce my legacy over there. His name is Nathaniel Sador. So you'll see him. He's a new advisor in our firm. He's up and coming, and I am mentoring him as well. But 17 years ago, I made a decision that I wanted to be more of an entrepreneur, but I also wanted to make a difference in the African American community. And so henceforth, I decided to come into the financial services industry, which is not an industry you're going to see a lot of African American females in. So I studied hard, got my securities license, got the insurance license, and this was in Chicago, and the rest was history. And the reason why I came in was because I had a daughter in college, I had a new mortgage, I was divorced, and I needed to make some money. But I also wanted to make a difference in the community because I knew that we needed resources. And so got connected with Prudential, had a really great manager, and he taught me everything that he could about the business. 2 years in the business, my first year I won probably every single award at Prudential that I could win locally and nationally as well. And I had managed throughout my career, but I had no intentions on going into a leadership role in our firm in Chicago. So they come calling, as I say. They knocked on the door, and I really hesitated, but opened up the door and became a manager of financial services in this business. And I was probably one of only 3 African-American female managers in the entire company. And this was back in probably the 2008, 2009. Enjoyed success as a manager. I took my team my first year to number 13 in the country out of 250 managers as well. We won a President's Citation and was recognized as one of the top performing teams in Prudential that year. And so I did that for 8 years, and my husband and I decided we wanted to relocate. We ended up coming to Atlanta, so we've been here. This is our 4th year, and we brought my parents with us as well. So we get to enjoy them as far as we're here. So my why for being in this industry and being in the business was, one, I wanted to make a difference. I wanted to make sure we have resources, that we have access to financial education, financial knowledge and literacy, so that we can leave our families a lot better than where we started with from that standpoint.
I love that. And so, I mean, I knew a little bit about your background, but just hearing this, I was like, oh, snap. Just amazing in what you've been able to accomplish and really paving the way. And so it's interesting, you talked about that financial literacy. I think some people hear Prudential and they think, oh, insurance. But you all do much more than that. So just tell us just a little bit about what Prudential does for those who are just thinking, oh, I thought it was just insurance.
So, you know, we started over 150 years ago plus, and we were just really insurance. We did a lot of risk management products, and we also had other things. And then over the years, our business has evolved, and we've been able to now add wealth management to our platform, is what we've been able to do. So what does that mean? That means that we are able to offer you, number one, comprehensive financial planning. And then as small business owners, we can help you with consulting and growing and helping you to scale your business. There's resources, there's tools, there's things that we can help you. One of the things that I'm really passionate about is that I've grown to love working in the small business community. And one of my little side things I do as well is I teach a marketing course to entrepreneurs in Chicago through a nonprofit that I was affiliated with when I was up there. So they still call me back to teach, and I go in and teach. But the small business community, what you have to understand, whether you're small, medium, or large, you're building a legacy. You're building wealth for your families. And this is where we now can really change the trajectory and the course of where we are heading to as a community, because we can provide jobs, you know, as small business owners. We can impact legislation and things like that as you look at the small business community. And so don't think of it as that I'm just building, but think of it that I am leaving my mark on the world, but I need tools and I need resources and I need support and help to be able to do that. And that's where Prudential can come in. We have totally expanded. There is so many things we can do, and so I would encourage you to take advantage of it.
And so for the Women's League, we launched our Wealth Creators program this year. So for those who participated in our Wealth Creators program, please raise your hand if you participated in the Wealth Creators program. Truly an honor that we had where we were focusing on the financial wellness, both business and personal, of our Women's League members. And Prudential, you presented to us, and we are truly appreciative of that. And they were also a sponsor in our graduation. So again, it's not about, oh, here are the resources, but what do you need? How can we help? And this last question I have, because right now a lot of organizations are kind of shying away in supporting Black organizations or diverse organizations. And Prudential has really stepped up and said, we want to pour back into this community. So in a time when people are backing away, you all are stepping forward. So tell us, what is Prudential doing in the community to help either Black entrepreneurs or, our Black community?
So I always say that we are one of the best kept secrets out here because we have never shied away. We're not new to this game of supporting the African American community. We have been in the community for years. We've just been probably quiet about it. So now, as advisors, we have said to the company that we need to get out and we need to tell the story of what we've been doing. So Alvin Ailey, everybody loves Alvin Ailey, right? Yep. Prudential has supported them quietly over the years. We are a big supporter of them financially. And we've done it quietly, and we've asked our company to say, listen, tell everybody what we're doing, and we've supported them for a very, very long time. When he started out, he needed financial support. We were there. If you've ever gone to the African American History Museum in Washington, D.C., anybody been there? We were one of the first corporations. We wrote them a check for, I believe, about $3 million to get that museum up and going. That is a rich part of our history and our culture, and we want to continue to see that go on in our community. If you look at even some of the local organizations, Nancy and her organization with the Urban League, we have worked with the Urban League not just here in Atlanta, but I personally worked with the Urban League in Chicago. If I look at education, the Chicago Public Schools, I did a lot of work with the Chicago Public Schools, from the teachers to the students to the parents. The students, we provided mentoring, career opportunities with them on their career day to talk about what we do. With the teachers, we supported them in terms of their financial goals, their financial objectives. And then when you look at the parents, we provided for them financial education and literacy as well.
Awesome. So we, again, honored to have you, and we just want to give a round of applause to Prudential, Mary, and all that they do to support the Atlanta Black Chambers.